Anywho, most of you guys are all still alive. Welcome back to our D&D game here, a Monday night game. Does anyone want to recap? Anybody other than Sparky, because she, died at the end of it.
Doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, we attempted to go to another town. We couldn't. His military blocked off. So Billy's character, the old grandma, got some information that, hey, we might be able to get in here if we kill that fucking hobgoblin dude. And we're like, yeah, that'd be good. We could set up an operation, maybe get a sting, maybe run a robbery, cool our jets. And we did find them. And there were so many of them, so we're like, no, fuck that, we ain't going to attack. So we'll try to ambush and maybe whittle them out, get their hunting party. We got their hunting party, no problem. And then a whole bunch of other people showed up, and yeah.
We lost some NPCs.
Things happened. So, and I was like, we're not supposed to be here, and it was too late.
We did a pretty good job for having not supposed to have been there, though.
If I believe right, it was only Spike who died. The other two who were downed were saved, weren't they?
Yeah. Spike was the only
one.
So
sadly, Spike, the other drunkard. There's a lesson here. If you drink too much, you might get hit by a fireball and die.
I think the long discussion that I think even Olivia, bless her heart, she's here Saturday. She's like, "You guys are terrible bandits." I'm like, "I know."
Listen, we're learning.
To be fair, we're used to being heroes.
It's true. Yeah. It's true.
It's a learning curve.
So yeah, we'll go ahead and
our evil ways and become heroes.
You could certainly try.
Hey, you remember this? You remember when we rolled up and burned your city to the ground?
Right.
Sorry.
We're here to save you.
To be fair, they don't know any of you guys.
Not yet.
I mean, there were a couple of you who were imprisoned that they might recognize, but it's not like you guys were there that long. And the rest of you were all disguised every time you were there. Anywho, so we'll go ahead and pick right back up here. You guys, I'll go ahead and share this map here. I'm not sure that we'll need it, but I'll put it here anyway. You guys were here. You have survived the fight with the hobgoblin. You are, just outside their camp where the hunting party was, where you had successfully sprung your trap with two dead characters. Nefarious, your leader, lays dead there in front of you, as does Spike with his great morning star in hand. It is nighttime. I'll go ahead and change this to night, actually. That's fun. It is nighttime. You guys had waited here for night to fall. I am on the wrong thing. There we go. Waited here for night to fall, which is when the hobgoblins actually started to stir and be more active anyway. But you had waited till nighttime. You guys have not eaten or drank yet today. But it's not like midnight or anything, right? It's just now, shortly after dusk. With this being the beginning of the summer, I'd put it somewhere around 9 or so p.m. at this point after the fight and everything. So what do you guys want to do?
Grab the body and search the other bodies. Find anything you can. Take it.
Roxanne is going to not only search the bodies, she wants the heads of the Shadow Dude, the Monk Dude, the Devastator, and the Bugbears.
That's gross.
Okay. Go ahead and just make one survival check for all that. Okay, nice. You are able to remove the heads of the monk one, the Devastator, which is the caster, and I believe there were 2 bugbears, if I remember correctly. So you have those 4 heads there.
Do I find anything neat on the Devastator?
You can go ahead and make an investigation check. A 9. Oops.
Oh.
Hey guys, I hit the leave call button on accident because I'm an idiot.
Billy, searching dead bodies. I'm out.
You weren't supposed to search them. I'm over. Anyway.
Damn.
I'm picking up my dead NPCs and going home.
So the Devastator did have a twisted wooden staff that he used as his focus. You definitely recognize that. It has a faint bit of magical energy to you. Other than that, the only thing that he had that seemed worthwhile was a pouch containing 7 copper pieces. That's it.
I'll put the copper in my pocket, and I will come over to, how do you pronounce Cresselia?
My name?
Yeah.
Silvio?
I'll walk over to Sildiel and give her the twisted stick.
Oh, she'll take it.
Dearie, this here can be used to like cast spells. It's marvelous.
She'll take it. She'll take it and look it over and say, "This is definitely better than the one I got."
Dalton, as you kind of rifle through the other goblins and hobgoblins and bugbears' belongings, everything that you killed, essentially, you find a total of 12 silver and 8 gold.
Nice.
Amongst all of them. Additionally, the weapons that they had, right? Each one of the bugbears had a regular morning star. Each one of the hobgoblins had a long sword, except for, of course, the mage and the monk. Neither one of those had any weapons. The 19.
I can't remember how many weapons there are, so I just assume like 2 apiece or something like that.
Yeah, I believe, because I deleted it all already, and I had a note saved, which I accidentally shut down. So I got my power strip down here, and it definitely clicked it with my toe, and the note that I had some of the stuff on is gone now. But I think it was 3 goblins and 3 hobgoblins. I can't remember. Each one of the goblins, by the way, had a short sword. So probably
familiar.
3 short swords, 3 long swords, and 2 morning stars is what I'm going to say. Additionally, at a 20, I will say you also find everyone in the hunting party, so that would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe, creatures. Each had a full water skin and a single ration on them.
Taking that shit.
I will.
So like 6 days or 6 rations in, wasn't it?
5.
Like 5. Okay.
5 rations and 5 full water skins.
I'm just putting it in the. There we go. I'm just going to start throwing things around. I'm just very nonchalantly. I tell Reaver or Hammer to grab Nefarius' body and grab Spike, and we need to leave.
Her being the beast that she is, shoulders them both. Slows her down some. Spike isn't a light person, but due to his pure muscle. But she's able to do so.
Anybody have any attachments to Spike?
I mean,
I kind of liked him.
he was a good comrade.
His mother must have been so proud of him.
Yeah, she was really proud of us all, I'm sure. We're a bunch of fuck-offs. Now let's go.
Alright. Where are you guys going?
Camp.
Just out into, the camp that you guys had made? Okay.
I'm going to say we should bury the 2 bodies and then go hide in our hidey hole.
That's what I'm going to do. If we can get there, we can bury him with the others, I suppose.
So, you wanted to go all the way back to the camp right here where everyone was buried?
Well, if we can get there.
Sure. It will take you until roughly midnight to get there. But you're able to do so. No encounters along the way. As you show up at the camp and begin to lay to rest the two individuals. Right over. I'll need to update this map and like make graves right here.
We have a fucking graveyard going on here.
A graveyard essentially in your camp.
Pretty much. I mean, the plus side is we can go underground and we're semi-safe, I suppose, due to Billy's burrowing skills. But
for the fact that I looked up the most random shit I can turn in.
yeah,
What is Billy gonna turn into today? A bird? A cow? Who knows?
right.
Right.
What about a cow? What about a cowbird?
A curd.
Get the curds out of this.
Basically, I mean, Dalton's just going to tell everybody, like, once the bodies are laid to rest, as everybody gets some rest, let's set a watch order, and we'll figure out what to do tomorrow. And he'll retire to the hole and contemplate.
Roxanne's gonna go pass out in the hole for the night.
Yeah, definitely contemplate how things went very poorly.
All right.
And try to think of another plan. And cry a little bit.
Roxanne's gonna... Maybe we should go back to chest and maybe turn in these heads. Maybe we'll get a reward.
Maybe. If anything, they need to know that the threat is much more than just hobgoblins. They have these ogas and oga-like creatures. I have no problems with them other than they captured our friends, but let's face it, we're shitheads. I mean, can you blame them? But they should probably be warned.
Nefarious is taking the final long rest.
He's taking the infinity rest.
Oh,
Sylvia's gonna sit by the graves for a little while before she goes in to lay down. So she's just gonna go sit vigil for a little while, and then she'll eventually go in and sleep.
when we wake up, we'll need to find food.
So, are you
try to get
guys
rest.
setting a watch order?
Yeah, I'll go first.
I can go second.
I'll take last.
Okay. First one then, as you set up and get ready to take your watch. Since you have no dark vision, perception check with disadvantage, please.
I'm not lighting a torch. I think it's not the right thing to do. So.
Yeah, I figured that's... Yeah. All right, 12, not a problem. As you spend your night here, 1 second. Yeah. As you spend your night here just kind of looking out and whittling away, you know, shaping some small wooden figures, you begin to hear sounds of footsteps approaching camp from this direction.
Motherfucker. Alright, I go back in and be like, wake the fuck up.
Maybe if we just stay in the hole, they'll go away.
Doesn't mean we don't need to be prepared.
Unless we...
Can't do anything.
Just be on your guard. Go in the hole. They don't know about this entrance.
It's in the hole.
Keep your ears out.
Roxanne's gonna start listening for stuff.
It's
Yeah.
only natural that they would probably check this area, but this is the only hole we have right now.
Roxanne, you hear as sounds to be a single set of footsteps approaches camp.
There seems to be only one out there.
You
Or maybe,
hear
like,
a little bit
50
of
of 'em.
shuffling, probably around where the main fire would be, and then plop, as it seems like it sounds like someone either fell or sat suddenly or dropped something, maybe. Not sure. You just hear like a plop.
I'm very stealthy.
Are you going out there?
Oh, this is gonna be wonderful. Don't worry. You just be ready. I hop up on the rock and cast conjure bonfire where the fire would be. Just scares the shit out of the person.
All right, as fire just kind of like ignites the bonfire in the center of the fire there, you see a face of this individual, a human, pale skin, kind of hair swept to one side, pretty boy, just kind of sitting there by your fire.
Oh, thanks, Grandma.
Timothy, is that you?
Oh, shucks. I knew you'd recognize me. No, I'm not your Timothy.
Well, fuck off.
You could have been real mean there and played along with it.
I could have, but I realized that
Poor
was
Grandma.
poor Grandma. Come on, Grandma, don't you recognize me? Look real close.
I cast conjure bonfire a little bit closer.
I love it.
Now, is that any way to treat your favorite leader? Where's Dalty? He's gonna sneak into his sleeping bag, but he's not in it.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Who else would call Dalty Dalty? Come on, Grandma. Guess. Give me your
Hey,
best guess.
Dalton, apparently you're gay lovers.
How many times have I told you? I don't want anything, let alone a penis in my ass. Now you shut up, Grandma.
Are you still looking forward to your
No, I come outside with a sword because I'm gonna kill this old bitch.
I'm gonna go
and I
hopping
just
up
rush
after
him and
him.
I give him a big old hug.
I go hopping up and just watch this.
Oh, Dalty, we have a connection that transcends time and space itself. Are you telling me your soul doesn't recognize me?
No.
Well, like Grandma said, it's your gay lover. Nefarious, you idiots! And I smack him on the back.
Does he look like that person?
Nope.
Like Nefarious is in the ground over there, dead.
I know. Talk about an out-of-body experience. It's a long story. Long story short, I don't die.
You don't die.
No, I don't. Well, I'm sure one day I will.
Everybody dies.
But that day was not today.
Everybody dies.
I'm fairly
Look
certain
up
we
in a
watched
new
you die.
skin suit. Look
Pretty
at this.
sure.
I have a six-pack. And I lift my shirt. I mean, just look at these chiseled abs.
You hear from
No.
you hear from the behind the rock, just like, oh yeah.
You can look, Grandma, but don't touch.
Oh, that takes all the fun out of it.
How do I know? If you're Nefarious, what proof have you?
What proof have I? Okay. And, I mean, I guess I'll just... Everybody's away from me. I'll do my tentacle porn thing. I mean, who else does tentacle porn like...
I
All right, make an insight check, Dalton.
I'm really good at these. Actually, I am actually pretty good at those.
Yeah.
It's 21.
You know, you can't tell for certain because this is weird, right? You saw him die,
It's
but
really fucking weird.
everything he's saying adds up. I mean, who the hell knows who Nefarious is anyway? Much less that he's the leader of this group, much less that this is where the camp is. or that he supposedly died but isn't actually dead, or that he can do the tentacle porn thing, or that he likes to pretend that you're his gay lover named Dalty.
I mean, Cellbait, you recognize me, right? Tracy, you're Cellbait.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, she's gonna try to figure out if he's bullshitting her or
Sure.
not.
Insight.
I'm not great at insight, so...
Yeah, I mean, this is weird. Everything so far is added up, but it's weird. I don't know.
I'm gonna, like, go up and just start, like, looking him over and, like, up and down, just, like, walking
Hey,
around.
while you're looking at me, would you mind doing that belly dance thing you used to do so well? I haven't seen you do that in a minute.
Not tonight. I'm tired.
That's fair. You're looking
But-
pretty rough.
But...
Damn, that's so rude.
Then I turn to Dalton. I turn to Dalton and I say, "That's nefarious," and I walk away.
I saw you die with my own eyes.
No, correction. You saw my body die. No, I mean, this is a first. This is new for me too. I mean, look at this. This is weird. I got a new meat suit and. But here I am. And you know, one of these days we'll have a sit down talk and I'll tell you why. But that night is not tonight. Y'all look pretty tired, and to be honest, dying takes a lot out of you, so I'd like to sleep.
Do not crawl in my bed.
Oh, do you not find this body as pleasing as my first one?
I climb into a tree.
I don't know. It looks like you kind of leveled up in the hands.
I have a bigger penis, if that helps.
I know, yeah. It's nefarious.
On that note,
Only nefarious could be that annoying.
the rest of the night goes by without a hitch. You all get your long rest.
Oh, thank fuck.
However, none of you drank anything yesterday.
We did take those water skins, so we can do that when we wake up.
So you, did you drink them before you went to sleep or no?
I did
I don't-
not.
I didn't specify.
I did not,
That's fine.
because I thought I had drank on the way there.
So, I mean, there was there water that you guys went over? Hang on. Because if there is, that's fine. But yeah, no, there's no water that you guys crossed over
We
today.
went over. I thought we went over that bridge again.
Mm-mm.
No, we got
No,
across.
because remember we ran
You were
into
right here.
those.
From here to here.
But we also ran into those other guys.
Right, but earlier on, you never did anything over the water. So
No.
That's fine. No, we never said. So
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
that's true. We never said.
I mean, I don't want to be like a jerk about it. So you guys did come from here to here at some point, so I'll give it to you. Just keep that in mind. So you guys did have
Yeah,
your fill of
it's
water,
hard to
so you don't
remember
get
because-
exhaustion. That's fine.
it is hard to remember this stuff.
Yep,
because
that's fair.
we're
That's fair.
not used to it.
We'll get better
So
with it.
you guys wake up. You have your long rest, and you guys go ahead and level yourselves because you actually leveled to 3, and Nefarious levels also because I'm keeping you guys
That was my
together.
next question.
Nefarious got the XP there. Yeah.
Nefarious didn't fail the encounter.
Yeah.
No, it is like Brit. I mean,
No, I mean he was a
fair.
part of the group that succeeded, so definitely giving it to him.
I was just joking.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the stuff for the
Okay.
new. Do you know your warlock stuff at all?
No.
Why don't you do that?
Let's
'Cause
look
I
at my
got that
shit
new
here.
Stuff for the.
Yeah, because you can't just drag the ranger over because I forgot to import it. Mobby.
That's okay. No. I have no idea about warlocks because
Shit.
so I guess I'll help her. I want to call her him, but
I have
fucking shit, dude. And there is another warlock level for you. You have 24 hit points now.
I have 20. I'm super squishy.
Yeah, we're not very.
It's fine. It's
Okay.
fine.
Yes. Oh. What do I do now?
I'm looking. Level 3, you get your Pack Boon, and you have 2 cantrips. 4 spells now, so you get an extra spell. You have 2 level 1 slots, if I'm reading that correctly. Yeah, so now you have 4 spell slots, but I guess you had 4 spell slots before.
Wait, Warlock?
Yeah.
I took
No.
a feat that gave me extra
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Wait, 2? But 2 invocations, which I have no idea what invocations are.
Invocations are like the thing that
Land
adds your charisma modifier to Eldritch Blast,
Yeah.
seeing in the dark, that kind of stuff.
It's remember when I was pushing people 10 feet back with Eldritch Blast, Steve?
You
That
can
was
also
it. Okay.
use it to turn it into a scorpion hook and yell, "Get over here!"
But you do know 4. You get. At least
Oh,
you
you
get
know 4
extra
spells. You only have 2
And I get a
slots. That
pact
makes sense.
then. What is a pact then?
That is that's listed under what kind of warlock. Oh, you either get fiend, hex, the blade, or the.
So since you're Hexblade, I would go Pact of the Blade, and if you take Pact of the Chain or Tome instead, then you're a dummy.
No, I'm doing pact of the blade.
Like
We're
your
good.
shadow armor, which is basically a mage armor. That is.
Oh,
an
I get it.
invocation.
You
Yeah.
can cast the spells at a second level now, though. You still
They
only have
always
2
are at a
slots.
second level.
Always?
Always.
Really? I
Yes.
didn't know that.
Is that
Well-
effect like on me already, or?
Well, it's right here. I mean,
Yeah,
you just
no,
have
it's
to
there.
remember it.
All right. Well, I am all set.
I'm
Go
not
ahead.
quite yet.
So I took.
I gotta go last. So.
I took the healing conga line, hold person,
Nice.
and pass
Nice.
without trace, but I dropped for the day, create/destroy water.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's right. Your druids can change everything every day. It's
Yep.
kind of nice.
I can tailor my character to what we need.
Yeah, it's a nice little
Kind of like
perk there.
clerics.
Yeah, clerics
Yeah,
and
because
druids.
they both have divine, which is
hmm
different than arcane,
Yeah.
which makes it really fun when you have areas of anti-arcane.
That's fair.
Your wizards, sorcerers, and warlocks are really friggin' useless, but everyone else that can cast magic, yeah, you're all good.
I'm gonna
and
grab
bards.
some drugs, BRB.
Don't forget the spells.
Is it a second level or first level? That was
From
the
what?
wrong button.
If you're looking for spells, it's over here. So you go down. And then you can type in, so you put in 2, and then the source will be Warlock. I'll tell you what you have. There you go. And that's what's available. Mind Spike. Ugh, it hurts. I think Tracy used that a lot.
I have,
gonna
yeah,
get
Fire
some
Fae has that.
spells.
I took that spell and I love it. I'm gonna take suggestion.
Arcane trickster.
Hey, you get a free an invisible mage hand.
Yep.
That's kind of cool.
Yep.
Hey, Grady,
And 2 other cantrips. What's up?
I took pass without trace.
Nice.
Now you may want to watch your spells.
Do I have to roll stealth ever now?
Yes, you still do.
So,
Well, I was getting ready to say you may want to watch your spells because I'm pretty sure the arcane trickster can only take stuff that's charm effect or illusion.
Yeah.
So,
School.
yeah.
It's enchantment and illusion spells.
abjuration.
But it's only the first 2.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You can do anything else after that?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
So I switched out my create bonfire for produce,
Which is
flame
weird because I get
that's
3
what I
at
want.
first level.
Cool.
Hooray, druids, for being able to switch stuff out.
So with my meta magic that I pick on here, do I need to put it in the character sheet a certain way, or should I just make a note that I have base 2?
Yeah.
Mine should.
So sorry. One more time.
My meta magic, like
Mhm.
my quicken spells and stuff, do I need to put that in my character sheet a certain way, or do I just make a note that I have these two?
I mean, whatever you want to do, but this is what I would do. So you took Quicken.
I'm taking Quicken and I'm taking Subtle.
So this is normally how I do it. Just if you click on abilities, you'll see where I made the note.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I see it. Okay. Awesome.
So that way, you know, you don't forget, and at least, you know, if I'm just taking a look, I know that, oh, good, you know that you had to choose two. You can't, you know, pull a certain somebody and pretend that you have all of them.
Yeah. I took Suggestion, and then I took Subtle, and then I took Quicken. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Or have your turns take 20 minutes.
I mean, who doesn't want to take a 20-minute turn in D&D?
I mean, at least he's not a halfling. At least he's,
I'm like, let me get up and go do some chores.
There is a halfling
Go do
build.
some chores.
There's a
Okay,
halfling
so-
build that I have that has like 40 frigging lucky points.
So Grady, they have to be illusion or enchantment, except for the ones at 8th, 14th, and 20th level.
I forgot I had this in the fridge.
Yeah, but it also says, okay,
Good for you.
because it also says, whoops, hold on, let me go read it real quick.
Yeah, no, let me know if I'm wrong. That's fine. But
No,
that's
you're
how I
right.
read.
Like, you might be right, because it was kind of confusing the way they worded it here.
So what were you saying?
Like the first thing here, let me just... you know 3 first-level wizard spells of your choice, 2 of which you must choose from the enchantment and illusion spells on the wizard
Oh.
spell list.
Okay. No, you're right then.
And then it doesn't mention the third one, but then also at the bottom, like lower, it says, I can trade it whenever I level up. I can trade a spell out, but it has to be either enchantment or illusion, unless it's the 8th or 10th level spells.
Okay, so
like,
we're just gonna go exactly rules as written. So if you're trading out, it's got to be illusion or enchantment, unless you're at 8th, 14th, or 20th. Is how I'm gonna do that. But yeah, you're totally right. I'm sorry, I for some reason I skimmed that first line. So yeah, you're right. First 2 have to be enchantment or illusion. The third one can be whatever you want to. So yeah, that's still really nice because enchantment and illusion are good schools for you to be choosing from anyway.
Yeah,
and
I
then
was
your
probably
third
gonna
one you
pick
can
those
do whatever
ones
you
anyway.
want to. But like, there's very little reason for a arcane trickster to be using like evocation or anything like that really anyway.
Yeah.
So, or conjuration, or like, these are abjuration I think is the only other really useful one that you might be looking at.
Yeah, because abjuration is where you start getting like invisibility and shit like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. But I took Pass Without Trace because invisibility's not a thing I can get.
Yeah. Oh, pass without trace is such a good spell too.
Oh, plus 10 to
Plus
stealth
10,
checks.
like, come on.
I also took, I think I took Spike Growth.
Nice, that's a good one.
No, I took Healing Spirit. I took Hold Person so that fucker can't run away again. He goes to run, yeah, nah, not today, motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, if you all gang up on him, you can definitely kill him, especially now that you've leveled to 3. Like, you're going to be a much more of a
especially
challenge
if
for
we
him now.
If he gets paralyzed, we could just sit there and
Oh,
basically
yeah, for
curse down
sure.
there.
I mean,
I actually
Hey,
switched Suggestion for
Madeline's
Charm
here.
Person, so... Hello, Madeline!
Hi, Madeline.
I switched Suggestion for Charm Person, because I want to use that more often. So we're gonna go with that.
Ew.
Sketchy steak.
So basically, my pact magic means that I can make a pact weapon, and that's when I check that off.
Steak and shakes are
no,
always
so your
sketchy.
pact magic is your magic. Those are your spell slots.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So those are your spell slots. You have 2 second level spell slots. The reason it specifies pact magic, it's because it's magic that you get from your pact that you made with your, extraplanar entity, as opposed to just regular magic, which operates completely. Well, I mean, it's spell slot, but like the way that you get it is so much different.
Okay, so all of my first level spells are now going to be cast at second level.
Yeah, everything is always cast at whatever level you're at. So yeah, warlocks are different that way, to where they have less slots, but there's a couple of ways that you can possibly increase that. But the cool thing is that they're always cast at a higher level. So like, you know, for instance, your Arms of Hadar now, your tentacle shit does an extra d6 every time that you cast it now. Witch Bolt is more powerful now. Hex, I think, even increases. I could be wrong. Yeah.
Witch Bolt is a fucking nasty spell, because they only have to fail one save, and then you can just sit there for the next minute fucking Sith lightning their ass.
Well, Riza had it, but she never used it except for like one time.
The only problem with Witch Bolt is it's actually an attack. Well, there's two things then. It's concentration, which is kind of shitty, but whatever. If you're far enough away, it's fine. The other thing too is it's an attack roll, and you have to hit. If you miss, then nothing happens, and you waste a spell slot. As opposed to, that's why I like saves better, because even if they save, well, at least you get to still do half damage, and you don't feel like you wasted a whole slot. But man, you're right, dude. If it hits, it's
you
sick.
just auto damage them for 1d12 each turn.
Like every turn, you're just like, yeah, you just take damage.
Yeah, I'm
that's
just gonna play
nice.
fucking Emperor Palpatine over here, just unlimited power.
Nice.
It gets really bad when you start getting like, I've hit it with the 5th level spell slot before. Holy fuck.
Man, I went from 3 spell slots to 6 at this level. That's way nicer.
Hey, bad gamers!
But that's effectively what it was like hitting each turn with that spell slot. Just a casual 31 lightning damage.
So our followers level up for like every other level we level? Or...
Right, so actually, yeah, I should actually do the work on them real quick. Because they will actually be level 1.
Oh, wow.
So
there's only 3 of them left. Actually, I'm going to leave them where they are right now, and I'll put them to level 1 at the end of the night. Because that's just too much work.
I managed to keep Freak alive in that battle.
I feel semi-bad about it, but yeah, whatever.
He's pretty so...
By the way, saw the new Godzilla movie. Actually pretty decent.
It was good? Nice. Yeah, I mean, I've heard kind of mixed things, but honestly, I'm not expecting a work of art. I'm expecting to see monsters fight each other and to be entertained by that.
I mean, that's what you want when you watch Godzilla.
It delivers, because unlike the first one of the Godzilla series that they're doing, it's not last 5 minutes. No,
right.
You see Godzilla kicking ass through the entire thing and getting his ass kicked through the entire thing.
See, like the first Godzilla movie, I mean, again, okay, so like, what is it, 2014? That Godzilla movie?
Yeah.
I actually really liked it. I thought it was a good film, and I understood the criticism that there wasn't enough Godzilla, but like, I still thought it was a good movie, though. This one right here, I'm not expecting a good movie, a well-crafted film. I'm expecting to see monsters fight each other and to enjoy that. Like, that's...
Yeah, like, I just want to watch dinosaurs punch each other.
Yeah, exactly.
I am gonna say it gets a little preachy with like conserving the environment and stuff like that.
That's fine, whatever.
But that's also a story element of the movie.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
And they made sure King Ghidorah doesn't sound like a dying fucking bird in a Pringles can.
All right, are we, is everyone except Steve good so far?
I'm good.
I just
I'm
have to
good.
do one more spell.
Okay. And, Sparky, do you understand everything that you got? So no Warlock is new for you.
Not fully, but we'll cross it when we come to it.
Do you have any questions? Because I can try and help you out. Like, I want to let Steve actually finish his thing before moving forward, so...
We have to do it all by hand, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
So
you're fine.
heads up. Heads up, my passive perception is 16.
Nice. That's nice. Makes sense. You're good. Sorry, what was that question?
Is it one of those things where, okay, so from what I was reading, it sounds like I have to like sit there and do a ritual that lasts an hour to be able to get my pack weapon, right?
So
Initially,
that's how you form the pact. Essentially, that's already done. Essentially, like you did that over your long rest, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
And then after that, it's just like, hey, weapon, come fuck over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's like being an Eldritch Knight.
Yeah, so like, actually, if you remember when you guys first fought those heroes, the woman who was the leader, the fighter there, when she just kind of held out her hand and the sword just like appeared in her hand, it's like that. You'll be able to do, so you don't have to worry about like where your flail is. You just like summon it, and then it just like appears in your hand there.
That's nice. Okay. I get that now.
Additionally, this weapon counts as magic, so let me go ahead and update your character sheet so that we have that.
I love that you just know it's going to be my flail. That's wonderful.
Well, I mean...
Yeah.
I mean, eventually you can pick up, like, improved pack weapon where you can turn it into a bow or something like that. You can change it each day.
I like that it's a flail. But it's cool to be able to, like, change it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's say you know we're going to be fighting a dragon and you don't want to be up in that thing's face. It's a bow now! Oops.
Do I have ritual casting gun?
I don't believe you do. I would tell you if you did.
I don't think arcane tricksters get it.
The only ones that really get ritual casting are wizards and I think
Clerics
druids.
Clerics can,
do.
yeah.
I know very few get it though.
Let me double check your spell casting real quick. I don't think you do, but I'll double check.
I don't think it says anything about it.
So if it doesn't say, then you don't. Yeah, I'm not seeing it anywhere, so no. Because I mean, it's a good question. Because wizards do, but just because
And
you're
all my
choosing from the
stuff is
wizard,
from the wizard, yeah. that's what it
yeah,
was.
but that doesn't make you a wizard, though.
Yeah.
I'm a wizard, Harry.
Alright, I'm gonna go grab water real quick. I'll be right back.
Right.
You get one more spell.
I took the magic initiative.
What does Colossus Slayer do for you, homie?
1d8 extra damage to a creature that's already been hurt. It can only be used once per round.
Okay. Oh, you have the damage in there. For some reason, it rolled it as 0. I don't know how that happened.
Oh, I did it on accident earlier, so now it'll do it. So
Oh, there we go. Cool.
It.
I'm also going to type
just
in
did
the
it twice.
type as piercing because all your weapons are piercing.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, you didn't put in the type because technically it doesn't have a type. It does whatever the weapon does, but all your weapons do piercing, which is why I typed that in there. If that ever changes, we can adjust it, but... Cool.
I got something else kind of cool, too. I mean, let me pull it up here. Like, I got the ability to... Let's see. I got Primeval Awareness, so that helps me establish a powerful link to Beast and to the land around you. You have the innate ability to communicate with Beast, and they recognize you as a kindred spirit. Through sounds and gestures, you can communicate simple ideas. As Beast in action, you can read its basic intent, whether its emotional state, whether it's affected by magic, short-term needs, like food, water. Can try to persuade it not to attack, maybe even befriend it in these cases. It's not like Beastmaster, but it's kind of cool. Especially if I get like an animal that I want to like be my buddy or something.
To a lich?
No,
No,
I put the lich on there just so that I could roll your damage on it to make
I'm
sure
like,
the
oh shit, a
magic
lich
thing
is
was working. That was just me testing macros. Don't worry about it.
We are
As we're sitting here talking, a lich drops in on our camp.
Just testing macros.
Darren Garvia comes back for
I
round
know,
2.
right?
fucking shit.
Sildiel fucks off.
And suddenly, Nefarious is nowhere to be seen.
He decided death was the better option.
All right. Well, on that note, sounds like we are good to jump back in. So, you guys wake up, all suddenly feeling stronger than you were the night before.
It doesn't kill you, makes you stronger, I suppose.
As I'm sure Nefarious, throughout the night, dug up his old body, grabbed his flail, you know, the use.
Yes, it is.
That's gross! Who's in the ground?
An empty shell, friend.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk over, find
Are you a
Nefarious.
demon?
That's such a strong word.
What was that, Billy?
Now, Nefarious, what did he have for, like, the symbol on him? Or at least the old body?
Like the sigil?
Yeah.
It was tattooed on the back.
Tattoo of wings.
Yeah.
But
I'm
if
gonna
you were
cut-
to take off... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna cut off the tattoo, the skin where the tattoo is.
Okay, like that's all of his back. Go ahead and make a survival check. You did such a good job of skinning this dude.
Oh god,
Gross.
I roll it up, throw it in the bag.
that's so disgusting. We're gonna have like
Just
rotting
be
flesh.
What? Okay. Do what you want.
And I'll say Spike's was on a flask.
Cool, I'll take his flask too.
I'm just looking at my corpse being like, man, I was so handsome. Then I touch my stomach again, I'm like, but now I have a six-pack. I can live with this.
Is anybody else not concerned right now?
Not
mean,
really.
I've seen Stranger Things. I've
Listen,
seen
when
way
you've
Stranger Things.
been turned to stone for years, you just learn to stop giving a fuck. Except about for my son Timothy, I need to find him.
It's still me.
Touch.
I'll even lift up the back of my shirt and be like, see, look, the wings, they're still here.
And they are there.
This is fucked up.
That's
What if you
happens
die?
when
What
make
if
a
you
deal with
die
evil,
and then
bro.
you come back in the body of Timothy? Like, what's gonna happen?
Oh god. I mean, if it would make you feel any better, Timothy would still be there, sort of. Just like it's
Sort
like
of.
hitting the mute button, like hitting a mute. And you know.
Well,
using
why
their
don't we
body
get
as a
over
skin-
the Chester? Because I have some stuff I need to get taken care of there.
Why are we going to Chester?
Well, we have things we should probably sell. And we need arrows, aka I need arrows if I want to go hunting. You like to eat.
I do like to eat.
And if I remember correctly, there was a gentleman there who you can tickle his pickle for all I care.
Oh, are you talking about the cute bartender?
Oh, gross.
He was cute. I guess I can let him look at me some
We
more.
need food. I need arrows. We need to disguise ourselves appropriately, especially you two. You tend to stick out golden elves. People.
I promise I won't light places on fire this time.
I cannot make such promises.
I know you can't.
Unless they
That's why I said
provoke me
disguise yourself. Well,
Then it's
I
fair.
have business. I know they have some market there. And we need food. And perhaps we have some coin. And we can get some rations for traveling. Because we do not have them. It'll make it easier if we have a little bit of stock. So that way I don't have to hunt and feed everybody every single day.
Oh, but Dalton, you're so good at it.
I
Aren't
don't
people
want to be.
supposed to like what they're good at?
Not this one.
All right.
Also, at some point, we are going to hunt down that boar fucking asshole and kill him because I hate
Where's
him
my
and he has
boar?
to die. He has
And
to
he has
die.
You see
Has
them
to
start
die.
through Nefarious, and he's just like, oh, he'll get what's coming to him.
We're gonna kill him one way or another.
Watch,
I'm
we're all
gonna
just
murder
gonna
him.
like counter build this guy.
I don't think we're ready yet, but
No, but we're
We
gonna
will.
wreck his fucking shit.
I'm going to skin him alive.
All right, so it sounds like you guys are headed to Chester. So,
Yes.
as you take off, are you taking your NPCs with you, or are they manning camp?
We only have 2 left.
3.
We're terrible
Freak.
keeping them alive. 3.
Freak is coming with me.
Oh, Shark is coming with me. Shark has been part of
Listen,
So it sounds like you're coming with.
the moment Spike got charmed, I'm like, yeah, I'm not dealing with him getting charmed. He can fuck off.
You know, Freak is not going to leave Sildale's sight right now after she almost just died. So
All right. So you guys head on out. Let me pull this up again.
Alright. I want to try to, like, along the way, I am going to make some survival checks to see if I can find some food because we
For sure.
I'm
That
gonna
is
eat
accurate.
my ration from the day before.
Don't
that
you
we
have
found.
Goodberry?
Listen, that costs a spell slot.
It does.
We have those rations and the water skins that we
Yeah.
took off those guys. So,
So I'm going
Yeah.
to eat my ration today and drink some water for the day.
I will do the same as we walk.
24.
3 hours to get to the outskirts of Chester. As you guys get there, though, along the way, keeping an eye out, Dalton, you do find. Are you looking for something specifically to hunt, or just like enough food for the day, essentially?
Enough food for the day.
Right.
At this point, everything tastes like ash right now in my mind.
I will-
anyway, so.
Can I assist?
He rolled a 24, so.
Oh, just kidding.
I mean, yes, you
Honestly, I
can,
didn't see
but he can only get one higher possibly.
This is what I'm
so.
actually good at.
Never mind.
Well, yeah, as you
I'll watch.
kind of search through, you find enough food for everyone to eat for the entire day. Additionally, I'm going to say you end up with an extra good bit of fruits and vegetables. I'll say you have enough fruits and vegetables to feed you guys probably for tomorrow as well.
There we go. It's not a
Should you
diet,
so
but it'll
desire.
work. I mean, I don't know what demons eat, but here's an apple.
Even demons need apples and vegetables to stay strong and healthy.
I'm seriously, nobody
An apple a
else
day
is
keeps
a
the
little
plague
bit
away.
freaked out by this. Nobody
I
else.
mean,
Dude, I told you, I made a deal with an angel.
I mean, do you not think this is pretty cool? I think this is pretty
It's
cool.
actually
She can't
pretty
die. Like, what do you mean? Just keep sending her in to kill things. She'll just keep on back.
yeah, like she just recycled
What if
out
it's
his
like
bodies,
a-
man.
What if it's like a cat who has like 9 lives and on the 9th one?
Then we got 8 more tries at this. Like, what?
Hey, the way I
He's
see it,
got a
every
point.
time I die, I'm gonna wake up surprised.
At the end of about 3 hours there, you guys make it to the outskirts of Chester. As you guys said you were drinking from your wineskins for the day, you need to drink 2 full wineskins, so I'll say you've got your first one down.
I mean, there's
There-
water that runs through
I
Chester.
think there was a
right?
water. There
There is a river. There is a river that runs through Chester. I'm just, throwing it up there, that's all.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, if I remember town correctly, it did have, like, a well or something.
Well, they're probably in all sorts
And there is a well as well, yeah.
There's
fun
a well as
times
well.
right now.
There's a well?
Hey, Grandma, maybe Timothy's stuck in the well.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
Say that one more time and I'll throw you in the well.
He'll just die of starvation and then come back.
Alright, I've got you guys up here in this corner. You have made it successfully to town.
Alright, I am going to pull my cloak up, and I'm going to make myself look like a hunter, because I guess I am actually technically a hunter.
Yeah, I mean, assuming probably not too different from the guys that you wore not too long ago.
Where
the chain,
is
the chain shirt
prison?
actually is underneath my jerkin, so it can't be seen, because I don't want
Are we all going into Chester right now?
I mean, that was the plan. I mean, you guys can do what you want, but I have to.
It is
and
also
actually, you come with me.
sorry. It's roughly 11 or so in the morning. So
We got the disguise kit off of Nefarious, or I guess Nefarious would have the disguise kit. off
Yeah, I
of
took
her
everything.
body
Yeah.
again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you looted your body.
No.
You looted your own body.
I did. No
Hey
shit.
Nefarious, can I borrow that disguise kit again?
Yeah, sure, buddy. Here you go. I can
Thank
even help you if you want.
Sure.
Pretty good.
Help
This stuff.
me! I need.
Yeah, and I
Oh,
will try to disguise myself, and still deal.
right, go ahead and make 2 dexterity checks, both of them using your disguise kit proficiency.
See, she doesn't look quite as like otherworldly as Vethmil does because reasons, but she definitely
Yeah.
has something off about her.
So this one's gonna be for Seal Deal.
Looks real good. You're able
Awesome.
to kind of tuck the tops of the ears back behind the hair, just kind of like touch up the facial features quite a bit to where she, I mean, looks indistinguishable from a human.
And then the one for me, I'm going to use the advantage on. With my chameleon roll.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right.
Well, I look nice.
Are you pretty perceptive?
So, with a 10, it's better than nothing, okay? But like,
No.
if you've seen the movie White Chicks, you kind of look.
Oh God.
It's kind of the equivalent of that, to where it's.
Oh God.
I mean, I guess you could be a human, but it's not overly convincing.
I just look at him and laugh. Can I redo it for him?
You can certainly try. You would make a dexterity check with disadvantage.
Over there trying to like touch up the makeup and shit.
Well,
Oh dear.
It looks worse.
there you go. Much better.
Just put your
Much
cloak.
better.
Just put your cloak over your head. Put your cloak over your head.
Add some
You're not-
lipstick.
No, God, you are nefarious.
Maybe curl the hair a little bit.
No, don't touch my hair.
Well, they're
Run
doing.
away if you want to.
Well, they're
I
doing
like reach
this.
over and start trying to braid his hair.
While they're doing this, I'm walking towards the jail.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, by
Yeah,
the way,
that was in this building.
Yeah, I told her. Yeah, I told her she should. Yeah.
Yeah,
If you
I
were
just
young.
I just beeline while they're fucking around with their kids.
Okay.
Just okay. So what we should do is, good God, I can't believe I'm saying this. Sedil, you should probably come with me.
All right.
You're very good at talking to people, if I remember correctly.
I can be, yes.
And there's a reason why I'm doing this, because I need somebody as a mouthpiece to help me. And I'm perceptive, you're not. This is a mouthpiece.
Say, I'm
Not
also
perceptive.
perceptive, so.
So I think Grandma should go with you.
Where are we
Grandma's
going?
already gone.
Grandma's
Oh,
fucked
She
off.
already left. As you head in that direction, this building right here looks charred. Looks like there was a bit of a fire recently that was quickly put out and not overly damaging to the structure, but there's definitely some charred areas here and there. This building looks pretty okay. There's a door that looks to be like looks to have been recently replaced right over here on this side. But that's about it. Otherwise, this building looks fine.
I'm gonna enter the building, seeing if there's any guards there.
As you open the front door is indeed open, and there are two guards on the inside there, though. As it opens up, there's a small atrium inside, another set of double doors beyond you, and then one to the right and one to the left. Two guards there. As you open the door, they say, hello, madam, can we help you?
Well, I seem to have. I heard you guys are having a goblin problem. I just smack all the heads right there on the table.
Oh, wow, okay. That's rather impressive, I suppose. Yes, let's go, I don't even know what to do with that. And one of them is just like, I'll go tell Mr. Caldwell. I'm sure he'll want to speak with you.
And also, the bandit leader. Yeah, he's dead too, and I just like sprawl out the back skin on the table also.
Like, oh
What a cocksucker.
my, okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. It's great.
So happy
One of
right
them
now.
goes through the door to your right. Only about a moment or so later, the door opens back up, and a man walks forward. Looks to be pretty, well trimmed and everything. Not wearing like royal clothes or anything along those lines, but well dressed, well manicured. Sees you there and says, "So, see, I hear that you've taken care of some goblins and those nasty bandits that were nearby.
Oh, I know right where the goblin camp is.
Very well. Well, if you'll accompany me and if you'll accompany me here, as well as our sheriff, Bronson, who's coming in now from the other door, to the town square, we can discuss.
All right.
This is going to go swimmingly.
At which point, the sheriff there, Bronson was his name, as well as Mr. Caldwell, begin to walk to the town square with you, and they have one other person there with them.
Do I recognize this person?
No, looks to be just a regular old commoner, carrying a sack with a dagger on his hip.
Are any of these around the age of like 20 or something that I can tell?
Bronson is a younger man, probably in his mid-20s or so. The other two are a good bit older than that, though.
I start giving him like the come hither eyes.
Oh god.
He will actually reply and be like, I appreciate your kindness, ma'am, but I'm just, not, he's just like tripping over his words, like not even sure how to speak to you right now.
Once you go gray, you know what they say.
No, I don't actually.
No, I don't really.
Well, why don't you find out tonight?
Right. If it's all the same to you, I'll just walk on the other side of Mr. Caldwell there for a while. Before long, the three of you, though, do approach the town square. Oops. Come on, move. So you get to right about here. And with this being like the middle of the day, you actually see people around. The town isn't very well populated, but enough so, and it is the middle of the day, to where you do see people coming and going from some of these buildings around the square here. A couple of people congregate here and there. A good number of people come to the well and then take off. It's not exactly busy, but it is active. They stop moving right around this area here, and as you look, you see a wooden board with all sorts of notices on it. It looks like this.
Fancy.
Okay.
They take this one right here and take a look at that one, and then they also look at this one right down here. They remove this one right here completely, and Mr. Caldwell has the other person who was there open up the sack. He pulls out 25 gold pieces from the sack and hands it to you.
Look, your life is worth 25 gold. Congratulations.
All right, I will put that in my inventory for the moment.
He then looks to you, he says, "So, you've taken down some of the hobgoblins, but obviously not all of them. You said you know where the rest of them are."
Yeah, they're in a camp, me and my whole little group there. Yeah, we were over at, I forget the name of the town. It was that one that we got
Elkhart?
turned away. Yeah, we were over at Elkhart. We had ran into the hobgoblins before. We had the rum from them. But yeah, and I'm gonna take a good look at the rest of the notices on this board.
I like the missing persons, the two sons that ran away to join the bandits in the woods.
I know. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Please come join us.
Okay.
But I'm just looking at these. Most of these just seem to be jobs.
Mhm.
There is this one from there is this one with rats.
Mhm.
It looks like it needs.
Rats.
Yeah.
It's a trap! It's a trap!
They're giant rats.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I mean, I'm personally intrigued by the entertainer needed.
I could help with that.
He will say though, as you're just kind of like observing the board, he says, "Well, adventuring heroes such as you, some of this might be a bit beneath you, but I will say there is the 1,000 gold piece reward if you're able to take care of the hobgoblins. I know their leader is, we've known him by the name of Grell. He calls himself the Manslayer.
So
Rather
now I don't
on the
have to
nose
just-
not name.
Good, now I don't have to just call him, give me my boar!
I call him boar fuckers.
I've heard he is obsessed with boar. Well, there is 1,000 gold piece reward if you're able to deal with his camp and show us proof of his death as well. Dead
Now,
or
there
alive,
is-
of course. But I
There
will
is
say,
one issue.
yes,
There are some bigger guys with him, like Ogres almost.
well, there's a reason the reward is high.
Okay.
I will say, though, those are some mighty impressive kills there. I can offer you 100 gold now and the rest when the job is done. And he reaches into the sack and gives you another 100.
Guys, we're rich.
I'm rich, I don't know
Kill
what...
him and take
I
the
know.
sack.
He took,
What the hell?
he took off on his
I know.
own, so we don't know a damn thing. He's rich. We are not.
Well, I'm gonna let him know that, I'm just gonna let him know, everything, we'll try and take care of it. Maybe if we had a couple more people, it'd be really handy, but we'll do what we...
Alright. He just kind of nods and says, well, good luck. I wish you well.
I do want to ask you one thing.
Yes.
Why the heck are you offering 100 gold for rats?
Oh, the mill. Well, you see, we don't export a whole lot here. The mill is one of the few things that actually makes this town any money. Without it, we haven't really had much to sell when merchants come through. It's been quite the strain on the town's economy. If we're
So
able to
you
get the
mean-
mill up and running again, it's rather worthwhile to us, so the reward should be should reflect that.
All right. Well, we deal with like regular rats, big rats, rats of unusual size.
ROUSs.
Yes.
1 second here.
This is where they have the cranium rats that get smarter the more of them that are get together.
Yeah, he he says, I haven't been able to tell too much myself. All I know is it's been infested with rats.
So can I just like take that?
Sure.
And I tried tugging. I take it off the message board.
Okay.
I go, well, we'll be right back. We're gonna go take care of this for you. And I'm gonna go meet up with the rest of the party.
Where I'm still just standing there laughing at Beth Mill's terrible disguise.
And each one of the
I do
mainstay
thank you for mine.
for each one of the mainstay party members. In other
Where
words,
did you go? We were about ready to split up and do our duties for the day.
I got money.
You did what?
I got money.
What do you mean you got money?
Did you get me thieves tools?
I did not. You'll have to get those on your own, mister.
Can't go into the city looking like this.
Just put your hood up.
And
I'm glowing yellow. What the fuck do you think a hood
You
is
look
gonna
very
do?
white to me. You got like this pasty.
Go
cheek
roll
shit.
in the dirt and maybe it'll cover up the glowing.
Hey, that's a good idea. Hey, I think there's a pig farm near here. Let's just get some shit.
Yes, you go gather up some shit. That sounds great.
It's a great idea. They'll be so concerned with the smell that they won't look at your face. It's okay.
I mean, he isn't wrong.
I'm gonna give each one of them. Let's see, there's 4 others here tonight besides me.
Yes.
So each one of them is gonna get 25 gold.
This is generous. How did you...
Well, there was a 25 bounty on Nefarious. Don't use your real name. They think you're dead.
Your name is Bob. Bob the fucker.
My name's Victor.
Your name is
These
Bob.
tools are 50 gold, right?
Sorry, what was that, Grady?
Thieves' tools are 50 gold, right?
I believe so.
I don't know if we have that much.
I
Maybe
do.
If we pull our money together.
I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Well, good.
If you don't, I'm sure you can steal enough to get that.
Well, now that we're all together, shall we go into town and be careful? I don't know. If there's
25
infections
actually,
still
Grady.
yet.
25.
Hell,
Oh, it's 25?
All of us
Awesome.
really need to. I mean, I've been in this town enough, seen a cell enough. I mean, do we have to? All of us?
Well, there's...
I will stay back.
Okay, you sold
Hey
me,
guys,
Let's go
I
get some
also
news.
might have lined this up a way to get more money.
Oh, really?
Oh, money.
Do tell.
Well, they're having a bit of a rat problem. And if
Rats,
we
really?
take care of it, it would not only bring more people across the road, that we could, you know, help out, and I do the finger quotes. But it would also, you know, we'd get paid, and then we get paid later. Look at it that way.
How much are we talking?
100 gold for clearing the mill of rats.
Poor rats. Oh, these simple townsfolk, gotta love them. Let's do it.
And apparently there's also...
Again, does nobody find that to be a bit strange? That is a lot of money for clearing a building and being an exterminator.
Maybe there's a lot of rats.
Also, there's a
100 gold
missing
worth?
person one for 2 sons that ran away.
Swear to God,
Apparently
if
they
you
were
say
trying
one
to
of them's
join-
Timothy.
God damn it. But apparently they were coming to join a bandit group in the East Woods. Definitely look into that. They're probably goblin food by now, but who knows. Now, where would the mill be on here? Oh, over here?
Yeah, it's exactly where you think it would be. It's the one all the way up here. The one that
I'm
looks like a
gonna
mill.
lead us all over to the mill.
Let us sell some of this shit first.
Yes, we should probably offload all that stuff.
It is the middle of the
There's
day,
so
so
much
if you
stuff.
want to sell stuff, it is a good time to do that.
I have so much stuff that we have to get rid of.
Yeah, we got all those
I
weapons
need-
and shit.
and I need arrows like no tomorrow. So
I'm going to give 25 gold to Sildeal and ask her to buy me Thieves' tools.
If I see them, I will buy them, yes.
sure we
I
can
see
find.
them.
Okay, what all are you trying to sell?
I have a battle axe. I have 4 short swords. I have 2 hand axes. I have 2 morning stars. 3
you throw it all
long
in chat?
swords.
He has a fucking, he has like a fucking armory.
I have a fucking armory right now. So hold on.
Why? Also, what about the halfling leather armor?
That's not all. I don't want to sell that here because in case there's adventurers are here.
Oh, good call.
I'm
Yeah.
not selling that yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can do that when we
I
get
wonder
And
whatever
I
happened to the
have-
signet ring that I just left on the damn table.
You don't know.
And I have 1 scale mail.
Right. Alright, so my first question is, how is a ranger carrying all of this?
Because I have the party inventory,
Okay.
and I can only assume that
You guys
somebody else
don't
is
have a
helping
bag
me.
of holding, so remember that.
I'm sure, like,
This isn't that egregious, so it's okay.
I'm sure like Hammer
will
and stuff
say-
carry them.
Yeah, we'll say him.
Let me just see how much
Big
scale
ass
mail is.
sack of shit.
At least we don't have somebody's fucking back skin in the bag anymore.
And a bunch of goblin heads in a random
I know,
inventory.
right?
Listen, I got us money, and that was the
You did.
entire point
I
of
did
it.
not
Very
complain
true.
about that.
I didn't complain. I just think it's hilarious that you're literally fucking skinned.
Listen,
You could have just chopped his head off, like you did the other.
listen, they're already dead, so I don't have any problem with like skinning a dead body. I'm a druid. Death is a natural part of everything.
That's true.
I will
Also-
say they are willing to give you 90 gold for the lot.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
Also, I want to point out that the brewery is still standing. Little chod, but other than that,
So's that house. I need to do a better job next time.
Next
You need
time,
to learn-
you'll have me helping you.
you need to learn some better fire spells. Like this
We'll
one.
get there. We'll
like
get
this
there.
one. And I start and I use produce flame to make a little flame show up on the top of my staff.
I don't have any fire spells, but I do have something that would shatter everything.
How about we don't use shatter?
Let's not do that. Especially not in a bar.
I do need to buy arrows. Can I buy arrows here in this town?
Yeah, I believe arrows are pretty cheap. I think it's like a gold
Now,
for
when
20.
we were when we were hunting animals, were we collecting their skins?
No, we haven't had a chance to tan them because we keep getting attacked.
Even raw skin, even just the skin itself before it gets tanned would be worth something.
It would be, so you can do that in the future if you want to. That also gets heavy. But yeah, it's 1 gold for 20 arrows, so.
Okay, I will take 40 of them then, and I will gladly pay for it.
Okay,
'Cause I
you
gave-
only
I
have
gave-
the 1 quiver, though, so the quiver only holds 20. So
Can I
the
buy
other.
an extra quiver?
Yeah, you can do that too.
I'd like to use
I
the
will-
well to refill my water.
I don't mind
skins.
holding a quiver.
Yep, you can
too, on
totally
my
do that.
bag.
Especially like while you guys are in town. I'm assuming then that good call. You all drink from the well, so you're good there. Quiver is another gold pieces, so
I will gladly
another
give-
single gold piece rather.
I will gladly pay to rearm myself because I have that in my own funds. Now I do put the gold in the party treasury in the safe box.
I
which
will say,
call
you
the
guys,
partiness.
just because you don't know what everything is here, this one right here is the shop that you unloaded everything at.
Okay.
And then for Dalton, the place that you have spent most of your time is right here. As you kind of walk on up, you see a man sitting out on the front there, just kind of beginning to fashion a bow. And you're like, this is the place that I need to go. And he hooks you up.
I'm gonna try looking around town and see if I can find a set of thieves' tools for Edville.
Yeah, at the same shop that you sold everything at. It's just a general trader store right there. The woman keeping the shop there, Beatrice, is willing to sell you thieves' tools at 30 gold pieces instead of the 25, though. They're pretty rare here.
I'm gonna look at her, and I am going to earn a sorcery point to subtle spell charm person at her.
Okay.
Nice.
That's a wisdom save, right?
It is. She might pass it because I have a pretty low
She
DC.
rolls a 13.
That is my exact DC.
Ooh.
Ah,
She's like,
I'll just give her a wink.
oh, you know, for a second I almost was about to let these go pretty cheap, but then I remembered they're pretty rare here.
I mean, you could give them to me cheap because I'm pretty.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. I'm not proficient, but I'm not terrible at it.
She just kind of blushes for a second and says, well, don't tell William, and we'll give them to you for 20 instead.
I will take them for 20. And I will lean over and give her a peck on the cheek.
She blushes even harder.
Is there
And then-
any?
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'll continue. I'm sorry. I'm tired. And
No,
You're
I
good.
was
You're
done.
good. She was done.
Is there a place where I can get like stuff to make a totally not bomb?
Your best bet would be right here. As you look
Reverse
around, there's
expedite.
a apothecary or an herbalist right here. As far as, oh man, any of your like alchemy type stuff for actually making a bomb, that might be difficult. Just roll an investigation check while you're there. Yeah,
I don't find
they don't got shit.
But I'll talk to the apothecary.
Yeah, I mean, as you're there, they are more than happy to speak with you. A woman named Judith kind of says, "Hello, my name's Judith." She's a old lady as well. Not quite as disheveled looking as you, but, you know, every bit as wrinkly.
Hello, Judith. My name's Roxanne. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you, Roxanne.
I'm trying to find some stuff. What do you got here for supplies for like potions and stuff like that? You know, like the
we
raw
got
materials.
stuff. Any herbs you want, we got them.
This woman's voice is killing me. I love it.
Well, do you got like a recipe book or something?
Oh, sure. She reaches underneath the table and pulls out a couple of different scrolls, or not even scrolls. They're more like little booklets, rather. Each one kind of detailing a few different like basic potions that can be made.
Like what kind of stuff?
So one of them has mostly like healing potion and greater healing potions and that sort of thing. Another one has like resistance potions that can be brewed. And then there's one that has instructions on how to make potions of giant strength.
Well, I'm guessing if I was going to be starting small, I'd want to take like I'll ask her how much it is for the healing potion one.
Oh, for the book of healing potions, I could let that go for 20 gold.
Can you bring it down to 18?
Well, I can get you a starter kit. It'll be an herbalism kit and all the tools to brew your own first 2 potions and the book for 100.
I'll take just the book.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
Say, I have an herbalism kit if you ever need to borrow.
I'm proficient with them.
Yeah, I've got one.
Make a persuasion check, you said?
Yeah.
Proficient.
Well, okay, I suppose the 18 will do.
Awesome. So guys, I know how I can now make stuff.
Last but not least, we should probably... Well, I mean, we could take care of the rat problem and come back and buy food, I suppose. We haven't... Has anybody ate today?
You got us
We should
food,
get
right?
food.
You guys
Didn't
ate
you
for the
get
day.
us food?
Yeah,
I
you guys
haven't
ate for the day.
yet. I haven't
Yeah,
yet.
on the way
Yeah, you
here.
did on the way here.
We hunted on the way
Oh, I
here.
got... I mean, I haven't bought any rations or anything. I just
Right,
bought,
right.
I found
You guys have eaten for
I
the
think we should go
day,
ahead
but
and
yeah.
get food.
We've eaten, but-
That way, when we're done with the rat thing, we just leave.
What's that?
I said, I feel like we should go ahead and grab the rations now. That way, when we're done with the rat thing, we can
How much would you
Plus-
say the book weighs?
we could
Oh,
have,
I
you know,
mean-
meat.
Less than a pound. It's just like
You
a...
getting it?
almost like a pamphlet. Just like a little
Alright,
booklet.
cool. Because I just added it to my inventory as well.
Yeah, you're fine.
I would like to buy...
Yeah, I'm not going to be
10
that crazy about weight. It's just he pulled out a whole arsenal, so I'm
He
like,
had a
it's
freaking
a little
artillery
iffy.
in there.
I'm sorry, I'm not used to
No,
being
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
We just assumed that Hammer and Shark are carrying shit.
I've
Yeah,
been
that's
like
fair, too.
writing things
That's fair,
down.
too.
I'm trying to take notes.
Yeah, no,
This
that's
is
fair.
Totally
That's
not
fair.
Steve.
That's fair.
Freak is
You're
not
fine.
carrying anything because she can't.
Like, where's Livia Weenie?
You're fine.
Right?
Alright, so
I
you...
would.
Sorry, go
I
ahead.
would, after getting the book, find Sildio to show her the new book I got.
Oh, for
I
sure.
will lean over and like look over the book with her. All curious.
Just like hand-drawn pictures of like potion bottles and pictures of different ingredients and instructions on how to kind of combine them and what the desired effect should be.
Ooh, this is fancy. I could use this too, so we could like work together with this.
You said you wanted to buy some rations. You could probably get those at the general store, no problem. And let me just double check how much rations cost.
How many people do we have? Let's see. I mean, on the plus side, it's less I have to feed. So 1, 4, 5, 6,
Right now you have a
7.
total of 9.
9? You have 9?
Yeah, because there's the 5 of you, plus Varen would be 6, plus your 3
Yeah,
NPCs.
Oh, we're counting him?
Well,
I
if
mean,
you're
he's
counting the
technically-
whole party, right now I'm not including him, but today it would be 8 then. Rations cost 5 silver piece for 1 day's worth of rations.
So, gold. Basically, what? That'd be there.
Yeah, 10 gold would be 20 rations, 20 days worth of rations. That's, again, for one person, so... If you're doing... we say there's 8 of you, and how long would you be looking to buy rations for? A week is 10 days.
I don't want to spend that much money. Just 20 rations should be enough, because if we can't find food, we'll have dry food to eat, just in case.
Okay, so...
It's not like I can't
20
find...
rations would be 2.5 days, essentially. Okay. So for 20 rations, that would cost 10 gold. Yep, not a problem. Rations also aren't light. It's 2 pounds per ration, so that's 40 pounds essentially, which you yourself can carry that much. But it's
I'm
a
sure
bit
we
much.
distribute them. I'm sure we distribute them.
I mean,
So,
let's see.
if you just kind of throwing that out there, if you ever have a situation where you're like loading up a lot, at that point you're going to want a cart and everything. But you should be fine just with what you bought.
I am going to divvy it out a little bit and just be like, give like, I'm going to give 2 rations to you. I'm going to give 2 rations to Beth. So there's 4. 2 rations to Silodale. I'm just trying to divvy them out here and be like, oh, we eat this if
Silodale.
we need to. These are just whatever.
I love listening to
pretty
people
elf
mispronounce
person.
I know, I
Can't
know.
pronounce your name.
So essentially, everybody gets 2 rations, and then there would be what is that,
Pretty
like 4 left over?
I mean, pretty elf girl is legit.
Yeah. So
So
everyone take 2 rations, and then the party treasury has 4.
So that way, if we, for some odd reason, if we can't find food,
You
you
won't
have
die.
some dry food here at least to eat. Just we'll keep.
Nice.
So,
All right.
just
Anything
for
else?
Emergencies. I don't know how much rapiers cost. But I don't know how.
25
how
gold.
much- Can I get one here?
Sure.
I mean, for me, it would be more like a cutlass saber kind of thing, but that's kind of what I'm doing.
Yeah. Don't you already have a rapier?
No, because remember, like with the starting stuff, I had to take.
Oh,
short
that's
swords.
right. Okay, yeah. It's 25 gold, but yes, there is a blacksmith as you look around town. Again, in the day, it's pretty easy to find out what things are. Guy hammering around right over here. He's definitely making weaponry. He does have... Nothing is... Like, it's all well enough made, but nothing's pretty or anything. But there is, something resembling a cutlass there that would have the rapier property. 25 gold, and he'll let you have it.
Yeah, I don't have much money left, but I really want one because
Okay.
it's a weapon of more elegance.
Alright, go ahead and mark off that 25, and... Boop. There you go.
when we all meet back up, I'll give Beth Mill his thieves' tools and 5 gold back and tell him she was very nice. She gave it to me for cheap.
Oh, thank you.
Alright. Anything else before you guys head over to your rat problem? Alright.
So we go murder some
So with
rats.
that, you guys head on over to that building over there.
Do you think though we'll still get the gold if we put the building down? Because I mean,
I don't
technically that
think-
would get rid of the rats,
No, they
which is
know
the
the
only
building.
thing that they're requiring.
Listen, we know what you're up to. No,
Technically,
no.
that is all they asked for.
I'm just saying, the way that it's written.
I did promise I wouldn't burn any buildings to the
We
ground
are
today.
to be on the DL. Just
I'll
think
tell
of it
you
this
right
way.
now, they
You
need
do
this-
something good now. We can set up a robbery later.
And the woman at the shop was very nice, so I'm
Thank
gonna
you,
agree with you
though,
today.
for finally agreeing.
As you guys enter on into the mill and take a look around with your NPCs just like chilling outside because I'm not dealing with them for this little thing, go ahead and make a perception check.
Everyone?
I will make
Sure.
one.
That's good enough.
Hold on. I am not.
We got some perceptive
Holy
people
fuck!
up today.
Woohoo!
So, Vethmil is just a little bit preoccupied by the fact that he now has thieves' tools, and he's super excited, and at the same time also, like, constantly aware that everyone is definitely seeing right through his disguise and freaking out. And Nefarious just can't get over his new abs. But the rest of
Poking at
you
your abs.
see the rats all over this place. It's freaking infested.
Oh, they're gross.
Everyone go ahead and roll some initiative.